Hey guys, Jake here, and welcome back to the F125 Cadillac Road to Glory. So last time out, we actually won the Belgian Grand Prix, thanks to a lucky safety car and a little bit of a strategy blunder from the teams around me, doing a two-stop instead of a one, despite the fact there was a safety car. And then after that, we were approached by Max Verstappen. We now have the quickest car, the interest of the best driver on the grid, and have just won a race. I don't think it can get any better than this, can it? It can. So, into the episode we go. We are here today for the Dutch Grand Prix. However, as you are going to see on the qualifying tab, there is a little bit of rain. And as we know, I am absolutely appalling in the rain. I am shocking. So, yeah, the chances of me doing well in this race are slim to very little, to almost none. So, yeah, we're just going to have to recover in the race. And a track that's not easy to overtake on. But it is a track where I've consistently been top 1,000 in the world. So it is a track I have a lot of pace on. Now, it just depends how good the AI are on this game. So, here we go. You might be wondering, it was going to be wet for qualifying. Yes, it actually started off dry. However, I think there's only time for one good dry lap. But this dry lap isn't ideal. And so pretty much everyone's going to get a chance to put in a dry lap. And if this lap isn't good, we could just be starting very low down the grid with no chance to improve. But we're missing apexes. We're not following the right line. And to be honest with you, it's a really, really, really bad lap. Like, really bad is a bit of an overstatement. It's just a poor lap. I mean, if I tidied this lap up, there's like another 3-4 attempts in it at least. And in the minute, I mean, that was decent. But the rest of the lap just wasn't great. You know, going deep in corners. You know, oversteer, understeer, but manual, so not even the car's fault, more just me just messing up. But up to the line, we are going to set a 109.5, which puts us 5 tenths off Norris. But, as you're going to see, it starts raining, which basically means it's impossible to improve. And by that time, we are third. We are 5 tenths off Norris, yes, but we are also third. Now, it really makes you wonder, could we have got our first pole position if I hadn't have done such a poor lap on our one opportunity to do so? Because I think yes. I think yes is very much the case, and I think we definitely could have improved, even on the same set of tyres, given the chance. But the rain came, and it looks like we're going to have to settle for P3, unless someone pulls out an absolute miracle lap to end off the session. Then it looks like it's going to be P3. So, as the session comes to an end, where are we going to end up? It is going to be... Oh, it's going to be P3 with Franco in P6, so not bad. However, there's a lot of just weird gaps in the field. I mean, yeah, but it's going to be a weird grid, so watch this.
Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Lando Norris put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position. And starting next to them is George Russell. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have OPMEER'S, Sainz, Lance Stroll, and Colapinto, Anthony, Gasly, Ocon, and Yuki Tsunoda, Lawson, Behrman, Nico Hülkenberg, and Leclerc, Piastri, Doohan, Isaac Hadjar, and Max Verstappen, Fernando Alonso, Bortoleto, Albon, and Lewis Hamilton rounds off the grid. Preparations almost... And with me for this commentary this afternoon, former race...
Well, guys, a little bit of a weird order today. Because obviously the guys just didn't get their laps in, and I did. So it's a little bit of a weird grid. We do have our team in P6, which is really good, and we are in P3. The strategy, I actually didn't see. I think we're going to attempt a one-stop. I was going to do a two-stop, but then I kind of realised, we're going to have to do a one-stop here. We were going to do soft, medium, soft, so yeah, I think in the end we're going to go for soft hards, and we're just going to see how things go. But Norris is starting on the hards and Russell on the mediums. So because we're on the softs and we have two cars on worst tyres behind us, we should gain positions off the start, which means that this start is going to be very, very exciting. And I'm actually really looking forward to it. I've got very high hopes of taking the lead into turn, well, not into turn 1, but after turn 1, being in the lead, or at least P2 and really close to the lead. And on the softs, able to take it off them, hopefully. So, yeah, we're going to have a good chance of taking the lead. But we need to get a good start if we want to do that. So, let's see how it goes. Just waiting for the final few cars to line up on the grid. My teammate just to the right of that Mercedes on the screen. Me just behind the McLaren. And as the final car, Lewis Hamilton, lines up on the grid, we're going to get the 5 red lights. Zandvoort, let's see if the Dutchman JARNO OPMEER can win it. 5 red lights. And it's lights out and away we go. We reacted a little bit late, but look at that for a start. What a brilliant start. Norris and Russell worse starts than me because they're on the slower tyres. We go sailing round the outside. They fought about each other. I'm not the man on soft sliding through. And we go sailing round the outside into P1 after one corner, just as we thought. And now it's time to put foot to the floor. Let's see if we can break a second and run away in this Grand Prix. Let's see what we can do. We need to put together a decent lap. If we can put together a decent lap 1, we are going to be out of reach of everybody in this Grand Prix. And it could be a very good chance of getting a win from lap 1, which never normally happens in F1, but, you know, could be the chance today to do so. And we are already a second clear of Russell coming into the middle sector. It was a bit of a poor corner there, which is not normally my best corner. It's probably one of my worst. And so Russell pulls back a bit of time, but we do gain time here lap to lap. So we send it through here, get the car stopped, get the car turned in, get on the power nice and early, and there we go, 1.5 seconds. And by the time we come through to lap 9, we still have a 1.3 second gap to George Russell behind us. Sainz has moved up into 3rd, and Colapinto, who also started on soft, has gone up into 4th. Norris, who started on pole position, is down to P5, behind my teammate. However, we aren't very far spread apart. There's only 3 seconds separating the top 10, and as you can see there, confirmation that we were going to stop. We won't be able to take these tyres to lap 17 to do a 1-stop, and therefore we're going to have to do still a 1-stop, but onto hards instead of mediums. But we are going to try eke them out a little bit longer first and try and keep the gap. However, by the time we're going to pit on lap 11, the gap is pretty much only a second, and we're now going to come in and box for a set of hard tyres and hopefully get back out in this race. And we'll probably undercut, still come out in the lead, but we'll have to defend on slower, older tyres. Right, but we need a good stop. We had good stops last episode, so let's see if we can have another good set of stops. Looks good. Oh, no. Fire them all. Just fire them already. They are blooming useless. This pit crew is useless. We're out now, but that is 2 seconds lost on the pit stop phase. That is bloody dire. 2 seconds lost. So stupid. We're going to go round the outside, it seems, here, Nico Hulkenberg. We're not quite able to just sail round, but we are going to get a decent exit. This is going to use a bit of BRS, and we should sail past the Sauber here of Nico. Choose the outside line, we're on the better tyres, we'll hold around the outside, and see you later to the German driver, and up into P something there. But there are now cars pitting once again, my teammate included, and we are now right behind Max Verstappen, who started low down on the grid and hasn't pit just yet. We are on those fresh hards with the fastest lap of the minute. Verstappen giving us a little bit of argy-bargy there for absolutely no blooming reason. So I'm not very happy with that. Verstappen thinks he could get his elbows out against me. Sorry, Verstappen, mate, you are a bit washed. You're also on the shocking strategy from 6 times back, lunge down the inside, almost run the man off the circuit. Really don't care. Stuck on those, mate. You deserve that. You are really annoying me. Just costing me time. And now we've got Ollie Behrman lined up on the straight, and we should sail past the Haas driver here. By the way, Max, you can't even get past Behrman, so let me show you how to do it. You absolute dusty you. We're going to just absolutely launch it down the inside of the Haas driver. We know we've got the tyres in order to get the car stopped. Behrman almost able to make a successful switchback, but not quite. And there we go. But we're now chasing for P2, and there goes Lance Stroll's engine. Oh dear. Stroll out just in front of me. That could have been a safety car. But by the time Norris pits, he's pit onto fresh mediums and still come out ahead of all the cars. He was 5th, I think 4th. I think he got my teammate. But he's made up an extra position. I mean, he's going to come sailing back past me, or at least try to. He's on fresher tyres and also medium tyres. This should be a slam dunk win for Lando Norris. If Norris does not win this race, I will be very, very, very shocked. So let's see if we can hold him off for maybe a little bit longer. We're going to be caught a little bit napping here. He's already down alongside us, but we're able to hold on just about on that corner. And now Sainz has caught up to us as well. Colapinto's still 6 seconds back, and Tsunoda as well having a solid race, 10 seconds back. So it seems very likely that unless there's a retirement, Colapinto will get 4th, which is good. Very, very good. But what isn't very, very good is the fact that we are about to be overtaken by the championship leader, Lando Norris, on the fresher and newer rubber, and better rubber. And he goes sailing up into the lead, and there's not really much we can do about it. We can't even fight around the outside, and now Sainz is trying to come around our outside as well, as we almost turn into his path. Almost had a shades of Bahrain there, turning into someone's path in the brake zone while fighting them. That would have been my fault as well. It was almost poor from me, but we hold on to the position for now, but probably not for long, as Carlos Sainz will probably try and make a move on the pit straight, which is the only real overtaking point, to be fair. We go defensive, really defensive. Alarm's come alongside, now squeeze him out towards the corner. Going to keep it on the brakes. Not bad, not bad. Solid little defence. We're able to stay in P2 for now, but it looks like it's only going to be P2. Norris is far up the road. Colapinto doesn't look like he's going to catch us, but Sainz clearing ahead of us, and we almost make a lunge, but think better of it. And by the time we get around to lap 36, we just sat in Carlos Sainz's DRS for 6 laps. And in the end, it's going to be P3. I think Sainz did start dropping off in his pace for the last 2 laps, but we just weren't able to get close enough on the pit straight. And we started P3, we ended P3, but it just feels like we could have got second. I think Norris played a blind of a strategy, but maybe we should have got second at least. But it is another podium, so let's see how that makes us look in the championship after celebrating this podium.
Here's the check bag, and our winner has landed. It's Lando Norris for victory.
There was never a moment of doubt today. You could tell that they completely had it under control, and that is a sign of greatness.
And once all the hard work is over, and after lap of brilliant racing, it's time now to celebrate with our podium trio. He holds the trophy aloft, and why shouldn't he? A richly deserved win today for Lando Norris.
So yeah, overall, not actually an awful weekend, not loads of action, but we ended up leading half the race and finishing P3. Teammate got P4. Colapinto was unbelievable. Very, very helpful indeed. And yeah, let's see how that... I mean, a lot of the guys came back through the grid, but not all of them. So yeah, it was nice to see Carlos Sainz up there, for example. Me and Colapinto up there was nice. So let's see how that puts us in the standings, in the drivers' standings. With Verstappen finishing P9 and Norris first. Norris extends his gap in the championship by 23 points, which means the gap was 4 points and now it's 23. So Verstappen's got a lot of work to do. And it puts Colapinto 5th and me about 8th and Altmaier about 8th. So that means that we are clear of Mercedes, and we actually went ahead and won our rivalry, which is good. So after a very successful episode, 3rd and 4th, the best team result, other than obviously a win, but it's the first really good double point, and the first sign that we actually have the fastest car. And if we let Colapinto's AI drive it, he'll actually put it kind of up there. So yeah, we're going to look to sign that new driver. Sorry, Altmaier, but Colapinto plus a new driver, and we'll be absolutely cooking. I'll see you all next time.